Hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a good day. Welcome to week 1 of the Sunday Gundam fight. Everyone is in position and is just about to get everything underway. The pairings are going to go live soon. And at that point, we'll be able to have some good commentary. I'm going to be streaming a table 1. And what's that? So, while we wait for everyone, what are people's predictions? We have 9 players today, which is going to mean we're going to have a few rounds. We're going to have up to 4 rounds coming up. So either playing 4 or when there is an undefeated. So I'm hoping for some good games. So once everyone's ready, we'll be able to get going. We're at that point of just everyone's getting sorted, needing everything to go live. It's going to be like 5 minutes, I think. But at that point, we will be ready to go. And like most tournaments, once it starts, there's going to be... It's all going to go nice and smooth. We have everybody in place. We started a little late because there's a couple of issues of getting people together and some registration issues. However, now that's all cleaned up, people are going to start getting ready. Pairings are going to go out. As people are moving around, it looks like we have people getting set up. There we go, and we have our first 2 players ready to get going. And in that case, seeing as everything started, we can transition as everyone shuffles up. On table 1 to start with, we have Danny and Kyo. As they get shuffled up, we'll see what decks these people are playing. And in the meantime, everyone else, so we have some pairing. So it's Danny versus Kyo. Arco got the bye as there are 9 people. Then on table 2 we have Zonda versus Zidzen. Table 3 is Russ versus Shodan. And then table 4 is Levi versus Fish. And the dice rolls are off. 6 versus a 10. So we'll get to see who is going to go first. We're all going to check hands. Oh, looks like a mulligan straight off the bat. But Danny with strong keep. And we'll know who's going first when we see that EX resource get placed down. Typically, being able to pick second is the better choice, especially for a lot of decks, because the level advantage it gives you can come very much in clutch. Especially if your key cards are level and cost mismatched. It's like having level 2/1 cost, for example, or a level 3/2 cost. Being able to get those cards down like a turn earlier is always very, very useful. Yeah, like I said, Danny choosing to go second, usually the better option. It's just pass, double pass. Typical opening of like more mid-range and control decks. All we know is neither of them are playing Rush. Dowlball coming down first for Danny. Like I say, being able to on your second turn play that down because of the level advantage is always useful. Will Keo have a response, or will it be another pass? No. Putting down and his own Dowlball. This is the state we're in. It's just match, pass, break base. This is a fairly standard opening, so then we'll see if Keo's going to try and keep oof. Again, second Dowlball. Dowlballs can be a pain to trade with, because if you don't deal with them, the four damage on it can really come into it. As soon as you start trying to play anything, you play up like a single blocker, it's not going to survive. If that's the link, then if the Gundam link comes out though, that's going to be extremely useful, and he'll probably just play for board. Chooses to trade out. Okay, so no link. Yeah, if that Gundam survives though, and he can get a pilot on it next turn, then honestly, he could be in a really solid position. Because we know what two colours Kyo is on now. He's on the blue-white, probably control, as that is the most popular version. Yep, there's the blockers as well, kind of proving what is going to be happening. Yep, and there's another blue. I'm expecting a blue pilot to come down at some point from Danny as well. Very much the blocker package to stall as you just kind of try and out-trade your opponent. So this is probably going to be a much slower game. As they're both going to be playing the puzzle of who can trade better. It's going to be pilot Kira. That's not a bad pilot. Does mean he can reduce how much damage he's taking. Yep, Kira reducing by 2. Basically getting a reduction of 4 with the repair at the end of turn, which is so good. I can imagine Kyo was probably hoping to have some kind of blocker to help defend against whatever onslaught, because when it comes to trades, the LR starter deck, RX-78 is just the best card currently. There's the blocker as well, that's gonna come in handy as long as Danny doesn't see an Amuro to rest that blocker. It's gonna be a very strong point, because already taken 1, if we think in terms of card advantage, it's currently 2 for 1. Is something else is going to have to go into it. Oh, but here's, never mind, that's going to bounce out the blocker. If it's a Kira, then that's a pretty rough. Ooh, that's very rough. That's get rid of the blocker, swing into the Gundam, don't lose anything off of it. That's an ideal continuation. That's a big swing back in Danny. Danny just having an extremely, extremely strong start. Base coming out though, so it can't take another shield this turn. Also filling up Kyo's hand again, which is key. Danny's in such a strong position right now. They've been able to get the chip down, they've been able to deal with all units, had minimal losses. Kyo's going to have to really, really find something right now. He's still safe to play down the perfect if that's what he's holding the 3 for. Yep, there it is. There's the Kira link. Swings in, takes the 2. Then I'm assuming just trade with a Dowbald into the Isle Strike. Isle, I don't know how many people's... I've heard a bunch of different ways of saying that card. Yep, there we go. Roughly evening out the trade by using a just a single unit to take out the Ale Strike. But also having just enough to restand as well. But yeah, what is Danny's second colour? Because we've only seen white currently. We could possibly be playing green as well, just waiting for the late game. Oh, the Zowar new card. It's the level 2 cost blocker. However, cannot attack players. That's the key thing. So it's very much an early game defensive card. And he is playing green. Okay, and puts on the 1/2 pilot to make sure that it cannot be arrested. Yeah, 6 HP is very, very important if people are only just like kind of tangentially, especially in the current meta where blue is a very, very common deck archetype. Because armor resting 5 costs, and if you put the expected pilot on a lot of the blockers, which is the strike Gundam line, you keep yourself at 5, which means you can be rested. Ooh, the unforeseen incident. Yeah, obviously again, so I think that was very well played. Swinging, giving the -2 to the Zowar to make him block with the Elfrith to try and get the kill, but then following that up with the unforeseen so you don't take any damage. It's an extra card used in the trade, however, keeping your blockers up, especially against a card that can't attack. Oof, this is big though. This is one he just has to let it through. Death Scythe is such a big trade, especially if you can swing into something. Actually, how did it restand then? How did it restand? It was still Danny's turn. How did the Death Scythe looks so good in anybody's hand, Zonda. Alright, oh, another blocker. Oh, there's the Amaro, that's good. Takes out. That probably gonna swing, but I can't quite do it because of the Zowat. Oh no, never mind, just takes the single trade there. Then again, it's because he probably knows that if the Death Scythe is going to swing into it, it's not going to get hit. It's going to die to his units. So there's no real point in swinging into it. So he knows he has the blockers. If Danny does go for it, it doesn't have a breach, so he'll just trade out. Honestly, for the amount of swing Death Scythe can do, that's honestly not the worst. Also, at this point, looking at hand size, Danny is slowly running out. You can't use Kira on the Death Scythe. Because the Death Scythe was linked, Death Scythe's link says you cannot be DP reduced, so you can't do that. Which is why there's no point, swinging into it with a Kira, because nothing's going to happen. So he just swings into the blockers to clear board, and he knows that when that Death Scythe next swings, I can block and get rid of it. Yeah, honestly though, looking at hand size, there's definitely a way back in for Kyo if he's able to play the card advantage right. Oof, that's always rough though. Blocking it for 6 and let it through. He has to have a gun. If he's done that, then he has to have a gun tank in hand. That's the only way that's going to be like a fine play. Yep, there it is. Gun tank, shoot it. Though we need to see some more players because Danny now is out of cards. Danny is on the top deck here now. Darrelbolt Soletta. And here's where we have to see Kyo make use of the card advantage he has now. Elfrith again, very good. Perfect strike. Less good. As we hit level 10 here. Do you know how much away his options? I think I see 2 cards in hand. Rizel, that's a really good card to get right now. I have 3 cards, so he has 2 cards left, it seems. One for the Kira. Knowing that oh, there's that. We have another base coming out, which is another card to Danny's hand. Is that going to get played straight out again? Nope. If we see a Gundam pair, if we see another Gundam pair come out, like play the legendary rare Gundam. Oh, is this going to be? That's good. Gets rid of the big blocker. Just base gets let through. Camera on Kyo's side deciding to be a little blur right now. Luckily, I can still tell what the cards are. It's just what to swing next, because he wants to get as much value as possible. There you go. He's gonna he's baiting the block here, but it doesn't get. But it does not happen. Does not get blocked again. He reached right. He was expecting the block, but that's why he wants to get rid of the Rizel, because he knows next turn play the perfect strike. I think knowing the amount of cards in hand, I probably would have swung with the Elfrith as well. Again, base is really good to get out right now. Oof. Now this is the struggle. Ooh, again, very good. Any draw, anything that gets you extra cards is extremely useful. And so that's going to trade out, probably swing the gun tank into it, or does he have another gun tank in hand? Ooh, the gun tank off the rip. That is very good. The other gun tank in. The more blockers we see in Danny's in Danny's shield area, the better. He knows he only has one. That could be rough though. But again, he only has one card in hand. He just needs to keep things going out. This honestly might be game. Oh, and it's all pilots. And that's going to go over to Kyo. That was a very, very tense game. Kyo just about hanging on. And again, blue-white doing what it wants to do, where it just holds on long enough to see your opponent hit like one card in hand while you still have like 4. And as soon as you feel to equal, you then just play that advantage. That's when you start putting on pressure. You start going, I'm going to be able to take the trades you can't make. And that is what that does. Is we're going to go over to our nice intermission. Yeah, very, very good games there. Very, very entertaining to watch. Yeah, that was... Whew. Yeah, I have a blue-white player myself, so I was sweating. I was seeing the amount of stuff coming out early from Danny, and just the amount of pressure that was had. But it was. I'd say that was very, very well played from both players. Unfortunately, I think the Death Scythe link was played a turn too early. Because Death Scythe thrives when it gets to swing into an unsuspended board. Because it gets to take... Because you could say, I'm going to take a link pair. So I'm going to take out 2 cards and not lose anything. And then it's big enough that you need another 2 cards to get rid of it. So it's a massive swing in card advantage. So, despite the large difference it can cause, unfortunately, only being able to swing at a base meant just on the clapback was able to go back into it. But again, also very well played by Kyo. Perfectly timed gun tanks. Again, just being able to say, I can take what looks like a less than ideal trade. Because the gun tank wins from taking kind of making your opponent think you're taking a bad trade. Go, I'm going to swing this like paired unit for 6 into your 7 health, and then I'm going to go, whoopsie, oh no. And like, if they have a blocker, they're going to let it through because they're going to say, hey, I'm getting a bunch of stuff from this. I don't really need to worry. Well, the gun tank gives you a body and a shooting or something, which is an ideal outcome in terms of like trying to switch tempo. Which you saw was very, very relevant in those games. There's only one game left now. Oh no, there's 2 games going on now. We have the Showdown versus Russ and Fish versus Levi. I think we shall take a pop into Russ to see where they are at. And I just need to change around the player cards. And we get to see the end of this game. Looking like blue-white versus green-white. Looks like this was the second turn of Death Scythe then. Oof, is it another Death Scythe? See, now this is where it comes in, because you'll see now, when it gets paired with an Operation Meteor, it gets, once it gets a swing, but it also gets First Strike. And First Strike is an extremely, extremely powerful for trades. Because again, when you're attacking, you don't take any damage. Playing down the perfect in good time. Linking with Mula Flaga. Playing the hybrids. Into shields, getting stuff down. He needs to take out. Oh, he needs to take out something. Is he just banking on things, or does he have another link to take out a yeah, because it looks like he only has one shield left. Is he banking on that shield being there? This feels like a massive misplay for him not doing that, because he can just swing both. It seems to me he's betting on that on his last shield being a base, and then winning on the next turn. Whether that's a good strategy will be up to see. However, I think clearing one of the Death Scythes should have been a priority. He does have he does have a standing launcher. Letting it go. Russ kind of needs to take out and make trades. Yep. I definitely think at this point, if he can't end game. Oh, and he just passes. If he has a pilot, it's all over. No pilot. We just need to see that. We just need to see the 2 damaged pilot. Oof! But all the blockers are out. So we'll have to see. Oh, and white base again is just going to spit out tokens. This is very, very unfortunate. Yep, taking out base. You want to see another base here from Russ to save it, which he does have. The unfortunate thing is Russ does not possess the same draw engine. And it's just going to completely fall out. And again, because all that's going to happen here is swings in, takes the damage. We need to see some units come down from Russ. But it's not, it's just a pass. Are we going to see 2 back-to-back white-blue victories? Again, all that is needed from Shodan is to see a single pilot. Yep, there it is. That's a bounce, nothing, but then you just swing, break the base, and then swing, unless there's an unforeseen in hand to stall out the game again. Nah, oof, that's unlucky. Yeah, it's a GG to Shodan. And white and blue showing its dominance. As we're just going to look at the last game of this round. As I get everything set up again, I am dashing around for this. On the top we have Levi. On the bottom we have coming again. Blue, another blue. We have blue white against green blue. This like it was a very, very close game. And that's gonna get blocked. Yeah, wants to make sure he gets the trade out. This is probably where you block with there. Either way, the base is going to go. If the wing got played this turn or last turn, if the wing got played this turn, he's safe. Yeah, it looks like it's it. Yeah, we enter as a Levi swing for game. We have seen the 3 blue-white games and blue-white's coming on top. Blue-white just showing why it has been seen as the strongest deck for such a long time. As soon as blue-white got established, it has been, like, blue-white control has been established. It has been such a dominant force. But that was round 1. all the games have finished. And so we'll be swiftly moving on to round 2. So moving on into round 2. Yeah, next rounds are going to be going out soon. And you'll see who the next competitors are. Oh, they are out. We have the players coming in now. So the main game for round 2 is going to be Shodan versus Kyo. Kyo getting to stay on camera by staying on table 1. So then let's get over and watch the game. As we go into round 2. And the blue-white mirror. I think this one was, if I'm remembering, Shodan's deck as well. Again, it's a lot of control. Yeah, this is good. This, knowing that these are both control, we're gonna see how these games go. Because some people as well build blue-white control to have some kind of quick play to it, so they can try and push an early advantage if their opponent doesn't see anything early on, which can be brutal because it means it just gets the best of both worlds. It means it can adapt, like basically it can just adapt to whatever is in its hand and whatever the opponent's doing. Because if your opponent's just playing a bunch of nothing, you just keep swinging out and you say, okay, deal with me. And a lot of the time, the opponent can't. But I won't say a lot of the time. But yeah, adaptability is so key. Which is honestly one of the things I really enjoy about the Gundam card game is you have your main overall strategy of here's what my deck does, but you're not just locked into it from the get-go. It's not like my deck does one thing and is going to do that thing. You very much need to think on the fly on what situation am I in, how do I get out of it? What cards do I have that are going to let me get the most positive trades in this situation? Because card advantage is the name of the game currently. Yeah, again, it's just the opening turns. I just play pass, play pass. Kyo having a, I think that's a coconut marshmallow, like a snowball. We'll see if it comes down with a bite out of it. That is indeed, nope, looks like it's just a chocolate truffle type thing with some coconut on it. And they're gonna need to start playing soon. Unless this is Becca coming in. We have people are moving around a bit. So I think he's just going, yeah, get started, make sure everything's in play. And then everyone will be all hunky-dory. Wonder what's taking this game a little bit longer to get started. Probably just making sure everyone's in the right place. Yep, phones are being checked. The players are looking at their cards again. Is this going to be it? Yep, there we go. They're back to playing. It's just turn pass from both of them for turn 1. Turn 2, any players? We're going to see any strike daggers played, or is it just going to be straight off? Yep, there's a strike dagger. Basically, the ideal opening is it gives you something to swing, unless he plays an Elfrith. Rizal. Very much a my turn 2 unit is bigger than yours. However, they do still just trade out. It's swung equally. Probably just going to swing at base to get rid of it. Yep. Good thing to get momentum on your side of having cleared a base. The second strike dagger. Again, this is what I mean by blue-white does have the potential to just keep playing cards and keep going. Especially with the addition of not like strike daggers and more recently like I think like a couple of months ago, Rizals were starting to be experimented with, which have been extremely, extremely good. And now he's just hoping that Shodan does not have an Amaro, because if he has an Amaro, that's just maybe it's just rotate, or if he has a gun of his own, it's just turn it, rotate, swing into it. Yeah, last time it got played out this way, it died pretty early on. We're seeing 4. This looks like it's a pair. Ooh, that's rough. It's it's like the copy except with the link, so that is very, very unlucky. Just gonna swing into it, take it out. Yeah, they're probably gonna swing. Yep. Then passes turn and heals. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough. One for the base, but it's not going to do much if that Gundam sticks around. Yeah, so the Gundam can't swing just yet, otherwise it would die to the perfect. The question is Kyo gonna burn EX to get a pilot to get rid of it now if he has the Kia in hand? Because if so, it would even up the trade of a hitting a 3 cards we used to get rid of all the cards so far. There's a lot of maths in Gundam. It's very, very much based on how do I get my number of cards in hand higher than yours, and how do I get the board advantage so high that you can't deal with it. It's why even though Rush empties his hand super early on against certain deck types, it just can't be stopped because your opponent can't play out enough cards to deal with everything you have on board. Looks like he's checking something. Blue-white is very much slowing it down. I wonder what he's looking up. Is he looking up a ruling? Because I actually have no idea what's going on right now. Is he going to be passing turn? It's a high chance he's debating whether or not to Kira right here. If he puts a Kira on it, he takes it out. And there's the pass. Okay, so probably hoping he swings so we can block and get the 2 for 2 trade, where the Gundam only takes out 2 units. Rather than, I'll take out 2 cards, rather than taking out a 3 and having more. Especially if he's not trusting the draw power he has. And I just noticed my audio is going a little bit whack. And I don't know what's causing that. So that is not fun. After this game, I'm definitely gonna fix that because it's not good that I've had this audio issue come up. See if I fixed it. Listening to the playback, maybe. Yeah, listen to the thing. I have fixed the audio. I'm so good at this thing. Yeah, so I got the bait, it seems, to get rid of the Gundam, but just having things to clap back with. Yeah, blue-white versus blue-white is tough because it sometimes does feel like whoever gets advantage first can just keep spreading it and keep pulling it further and further along. So at that point it comes, if you have the advantage, if you make no mistakes, you just win the game through the war of attrition. And if you're losing, you need your opponent to make some kind of mistake. Whether it's several small mistakes, whether it's one big mistake, or whether you draw like the perfect card to have a very, very explosive turn. In this situation, it's a little rough. He has a blocker for the... so he can take out the strike dagger with a selector on it. With the perfect, which would be a good trade. But unfortunately, the Elfrith is just a sitting duck right now. It can't take a hit. It can't kill anything that's on board. Oh, another Gundam. Is it going to be linked with Amuro? It is. That's rough. That is very, very rough. Yeah, Shodan just seems to have had all the cards he's needed to deal with everything right now. Probably just says trade. He's just deciding what to swing it. Swing his shield, swing the perfect strike. Goes at shields. Amuro to hand, that's going to come in handy, especially if he has another Gundam. Yeah, and there's the let through. So now there is a little bit of damage. Goes at 2. Has 3 health left. A Gundam and a pilot would go really hard right now. For a swinging the Elfrith into the rest of Gundam. Yeah, that Gundam should have repaired. Did it repair? It takes 4. It should be at 2, not 3. So in this situation, you just raw swing the Elfrith and take it out. So if Kyo's looking at board, yeah, no, Meteors can be pretty good because it has really good trade potential. Oof, and that's what we wanted to see. That's a really very, very good draw to see. So now I'm imagining Elfrith into Gundam because now it does 3 damage. It takes it down to 0. Yep, that's a good trade. Then swing that into the strike dagger. No, you swing into the strike dagger. No, it lives into the strike dagger. No, Kyo, no, that's gonna cost you. That's gonna cost you, Kyo. Because you would survive with it, and then the only thing they really have to swing is their blocker, which already has a pilot. Then again, that was a Kira, so that's probably what he's thinking, actually. He's thinking that way you can't get Kira'd for it to survive. So probably, yeah, that might be the actual play then. Now that I give it like another second of thought. The issue is, unlike last time when Kyo had his turn that cleared the board a fair bit. Oof, yeah. Yeah, unlike last time, Shodan has the cards in hand to back it up. Just gonna trade out there. It doesn't die, Kyo. Oh no, it does. It's 3+1. What am I on about? Damn, I am not thinking plays properly this game. I'll fire the commentator, I guess. Ooh, that's rough. That might be game over. That definitely helps, but it's still, if there's a link there. And honestly, at that point, I reckon I sometimes think it might have been best to not. And then again, he can spit out a unit here. He spits out that. Sometimes it can be best if you have 2 health left and you're really on the ropes. It can be beneficial to not take your second to last if it bursts as a base. Just for the sole factor that if your last card is also a base, you lose it. And so it means your opponent it doesn't really affect the amount of swings your opponent needs to do if they have something that can crack a base. Or if you leave it and you get a surprise base to your last card, it takes everything out. There we see the blocker. We're going to see a Kira. No, we're going to see a Rizal though. Which probably means the turn here is going to be swing, Kira the perfect, block with the perfect. Pray he doesn't play out any more blockers and swing in. But that's going to be the Isle, is it? Yep. If he has a pilot that just gets rid of the token and completely undoes everything. Then again, no, he's just get rid of the blocker if he has it. But isn't he has the blocker again? Yeah, it just takes the 2. Yeah, he needs to swing out to take out that perfect. Oh, there's that. Which one's he going to get rid of, though? We're that late in the game, the cost doesn't really matter. So yeah, take out the Isle there, yep. Takes out the perfect. Good trades. Is he going to play out another blocker or is he going to get his token back? Yep, gets his token. Okay, is this going to be the start of a comeback? Kyo has still not hit shields yet. He has just been playing on the defensive all game. If Kyo is able to make this comeback, this might just be the greatest comeback I've ever seen. Going from 0 shields with his opponent, not even broken the EX base. But here comes the EX base though. White base. Yep, white base, make your token. Bim bam, thank you ma'am. The issue is Kyo is in a position where he can't really do anything right now. Because like if he swings, yeah, he can get rid of the white base, but it's going to be a little rough. Okay, some card advantage. Getting some cards back. He's probably hoping to see something like a Darball to get rid of the gun tank token. Darball, perfect strike could be really good right now. Yeah, he needs to either get rid of a block or get rid of the value engine. Yeah, he needs to get rid of... Is that super Darball? Darball? Does he get rid of token? No, there's a Rizel. Like, he needs to be able to get rid of one of these cards. Otherwise, he loses next turn. 'Cause he's just banking on him not having a pilot. That's all it is. As soon as a pilot gets seen by Shodan, it's over at this point. Because he doesn't have his standing blocker. His tokens are just going to get bounced out. 2 for another white base. The value engine is just going strong. Got 3. Ooh, there's the other blocker. Oh, there it is. That's game. See, that's gonna bounce out a token. Rest something else. So I think that's gonna be game. Because he just swings base. Oh no, the unforeseen. Unforeseen saves it. And then it gets, and then that Demi Train is being played like a yo-yo. We're at 10. Kyo really needs a clear board right now. Shodan has an empty hand. Yep, that gets blocked. Yeah, he needs to be able to clear board with something. So does he have something in his hand? Like an Amuro would be insanely clutch. Like play a unit and Amuro. Or well, generate a unit and Amuro. Oh, there's more. Another one's coming out. Kyo's camera's messing up a little bit, so we'll hope that he finds something he needs. Otherwise, Shodan's just going to have taken him down. Honestly, in quite a ruthless fashion. Kyo is... No, honestly, this is just the blue-white versus blue-white matchup. Even if you're behind, you're still going to stall the game out. Oof, there's the Amuro. Like I said, that was needed. Then swing into the ale, probably. No. Oh, true, because now he can't get a pilot's thrown at himself either, can he? So that is pretty damn good. Then trade tokens, generate a token. Oh, the spice. My token is staying alive in this trade. Ooh. Oh no, so you should have generated a token first. I think that's a bit of a misplay to not get as much value. Unless you have another 2-drop. Then yeah, minor misplay. But not too bad, I don't think. I have just been informed that there is a 3-minute extension on this round for the, seeing as they did start a little bit later on. Probably due to some issues or technical issues. Switching out the base. Yeah, just wanting to get the card draw to get as much advantage as possible. Ooh, the Amuro though. That's rough. Which way is it gonna go? No, that can't swing. He was just spawned in. Oof, that might... Yeah, he just can't swing. Kyo needs an Amuro at this point. He needs a block. At most, he needs a blocker. He needs to see a blocker. He needs to see a base. Yeah, there's really not much you can do in this situation. If he doesn't see a blocker or a base, then... Oh, there's the base he needed to generate his token. And now you don't swing a base here because you risk giving him an Amuro, and then if he draws a unit, it's over. Another white base, top decking a white base into an Amuro for Showdown would be the most BM answer to this. But there's the Gundam. There's another unit. Swing for. He's going to let that through because that's 4. The base stays alive. Good choices. Honestly, it's coming down to the wire for this game. This has been so intense. Honestly, 2 pretty good games. Especially at the beginning of this game, I thought it was going to be a washout. The show resolves Kyo scene has just definitely helped him stay into it. Nope, that's a mistake. Oof, not punished though. Oh wait, no it's not, he's going for game. Kyo is on hopes and dreams right now. That's a Soletta. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, if he's going to swing out, he needs to go for game. Does he have the ammo? Does he have the draw power? If he has a unit and an ammo in hand, then holy hell, what a game. Yeah, nah, that's unlucky. He needed to swing at units rather than a there. Yeah, GG's a showdown though. That was such an intense game, especially at the ending. Yeah, and then that's the end of round 2. Round 3 probably coming up very shortly again. It's been some good games so far. Everyone's just submitting their results now. And then round 3. And for this one, I think we have another blue-white mirror, and so I think for everybody's sanity, we should probably go to a different table. So instead, I'm gonna go to. Let me check the standings to make sure we have more possible. We've got 3 undefeated right now. So I think we need to stay at least one of those. Yeah, honestly then, I think we have to stay at table 1 to see the 2 undefeated. Actually no, they'll definitely be undefeated because they're both undefeated. So yeah, I can go to table 3 for round 3. And a... also means I get to show off the TTS as well, because we do allow tabletop simulator for these games. So if you don't have any of the cards but still want to take part on tabletop, but you do have tabletop simulator, you can take part. As we go over into the game, our good friend Zonda made a custom tabletop simulator skin. For the tabletop simulator mod. Oh, with Arco, I looked away. Arco is playing Rush. Oof, the Elfrith is a big killer though, unless we see I think we need to see a pilot here. I think we need to see a pilot on the Rick Dome to be able to like kind of get past. Yep, there it is. Most likely gonna just swing through it, get the breach. Yeah, breach again, then start swinging again. Then play out a couple cards. He's gonna drop a 2-cost or a 1-drop. To drop another Rick Dom. Okay, keeping the pressure up. Now, one thing I do know about Arco is we may see a couple of the very, very shiny cards. Oh, there's gun tank to shoot it. Oh, double gun tank. And another Elfrith. We need to see Argo play more units if he wants to successfully rush down. Why did he flip? Oh, Arco, you shouldn't have done that. No, see, yep. Good call from Zid. Definitely being like, ba 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 ba. Is he gonna gun tank of his own? Gun tank of his own. Oh, there's another gun tank. God damn, gun tank gaming right now. Oh, but nothing played. Has something big in his hand. He's on the wing turn next turn. Well, wing and death scythe. Yeah, Zid just taken out. Some units, and then cards in hand 4. Zid with 6 definitely has the card advantage. Knows he can play a bunch of stuff out and still be able to have the same amount of options open. Here comes the perfect Kira, very good play. Take out that without taking any damage. Two, 4 wing. Yep, there's the very shiny wing, and I know for a fact that that is not a proxy. He was high rolling and got in early enough for all his, and there's the hero link. Is he gonna swing through it? Yep. Checks that. Is he going to swing the gun? Probably going to swing the gun tank as well, just to get the checks in. If you're going to play rush, you need to keep the pressure up. Like, there's no point really holding back. Oof, that's unlucky to be in there. Zid level 6 though, so now is able to take online, trades out. Yeah, what's Zid gonna have? There's 3 cards. He's gonna need to get blockers, otherwise, or bases. 2, 3. Another very shiny card, Show Resolve. Gets his draws off. Arco probably just trying to slow it down so he can have his explosive turns. Or they probably just have to get his units out to kind of threaten that and force Zid into action. There's another 3. Oh. Get that, get tokens. Yeah, that's the type of thing he needed. Especially playing cards that are big enough to trade with Zid's units is very, very important and something that's going to be huge for him. Establishing a board and then breaking through. Unfortunately, it's failed the rush strategy, so I'd say it's now a coin flip of whether or not he's able to follow it up and through enough. Because this is a point where he's not done rush, which is a little sad. Yeah, so we've got Zid inside us, 2 blockers out now. Is it a go wide turn? Oh, it's an arrow rest, one of them. One, 2, what's coming out next? Oh, resting both the blockers. Nah, that's a misplay. I think he wanted to. He needed to swing that first. Yeah, that's a really, really big misplay if he doesn't have. If he had a link to follow it up, then that's so sad. No links, but just going wide. Yeah, if he doesn't have a... If he doesn't get another blocker out, that is game on board. Yep, taking out the token, that's good. Then if he doesn't swing, it's not... Oh, that might be a little rough. Oof, actually no, there we go, there it is. It's also good, taking out that. And restand the blocker. Very, very good turn from Zid. Oh, never mind, plays the body. Pay 1 to restand. You know, all of a sudden, Zidzen is in the driver's seat. Now I see another show resolve though, so that's always going to be a big advantage. Getting the card advantage back up. What's the play? Oh, just past his turn. Okay, mustn't have anything. Is it all pilots and bases in hand? And Zid gets his own. Is this where blue-white takes over? It goes down to like 0 and 1 and then just says, you're not playing as much control as me. Time to go for the victory. Oof, there's the link. Zero could probably just swing out because he has the 2 restands on his blockers. Oh, there's no search. Oh, there's Zowar as well. Yep, there we go. There's another swing. Zid with just showing what can happen with the restands. Yeah, this is looking like it's it. Unless there's 2 Amaros and one of those is a link. But yeah, it's getting a peep at the hand there. I just saw pilot after pilot after pilot. Yeah, it seems like it was very unlucky at the end where he just ran out of units. Two, 3. Nah, just gets the little token. Just gets the little token though. I don't know. I guess two tokens is what he gets. But yeah, it's not going to be enough. Because it just has so much. There's 4. Death Scythe, that's big. Gets the link. But I don't think it's enough. Yeah, that's got a swing. Like it has to, that has to swing at base. That has to swing at base, and there's a chance Zid lets it through. Oh no, he has the Zowar. The Zowar hiding at the end. Yeah, I think that's it now. There's... yeah. Zid's just gonna do his draw. Swing just... there we go. Just another show. Yeah, I think it's just swing out now. Crack base. Swing bird mode and swing for game. And GG to Zid. Unfortunate gameplay there. A little bit unlucky for a Arco as we go over into our second game. It's still ongoing. Again, where they're coming to the top table, so it's just a blue-white gameplay. It's a lot of blue-white. Welcome to the current meta. This game is Zonda and Russ. And if people let me know how they're feeling about switching between all the games like this, it would be greatly appreciated. Because the more feedback, the better. If there's anything you want to see. let us know. We have Zonda on the blue-green and Russ on the blue-white. Looking like we've come at the very end of this game. As well, Zonda has cards in hand, and doesn't look like he's been able to do much with those cards in his hand. Zonda just making up his mind. Here's a tall geese combo. And Russ just taking it. He knows there's nothing left. Swings up. Where would he swing? I'm assuming swings a base. Oh no, swings to take out that and just trades out. Draws a card off the Zex. Well, yeah, it's got definitely got enough blockers, but is it going to be enough? Oh yeah, he's saving the blocker to try and survive there, but he can't. Oh, what's the answer going to be, Zonda? Because the blockers just get restood again. Oh, it's the restand into play to restand. Yeah, the most cards in this game are soft once per turn. So you can use white base effect, then play a new white base, and then use the white base effects even though it says once per turn. And yeah, it looks like Zonda's just folded there. Which means we are done with round 3. Oh, actually, no, I think I did bad maths. It looks like that we are undefeated. It seems to me I did my maths wrong. I was like there. And then, yeah, I definitely did bad maths. Whoopsie. I just wanted to watch Not a Blue-White Mirror again. Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, I think that's it for the games now. And in the blue-white mirror of Levi versus Showdown, Levi did take it. Do I dare undeafen and say hello to what's going on that no one else would be able to hear? Oh, I hope everyone's enjoyed. I've had fun doing this. And we're gonna do it again next week, and the week after that. But yeah, that's that's the game. So gonna have to give a big congrats to Levi for winning. Wins our cash prize of a 25 euros, and second place in Showdown getting 15 euros. So congrats to them. Remember, if you want to take part in this yourself, this is going to be happening every Sunday. You can see the information on screen. €5 entry, and any reveal that we have the full card of is a legal choice for this. As long as it's a full card and we know exactly what it does. We're not taking like cuts of one card and cuts of another. But if we know what the full card is legal for the tournament. Most likely up until once all the cards are out, in which case we'll switch over to just the set 1 and starter decks. Then when all the other starter decks and set 2 come out, we'll switch over there. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It has been a pleasure to have you along for the ride. And I believe that I'm going to have to end there. So thank you all for watching. Again, if you're in the Discord, give a big congrats to Levi. And let's go. See you next week.